This conference will now be recorded.
Today, let us see some retrieve statements. Okay. As I said yesterday, select start from TBL customer. This will give you all the records of a table. Okay. Let me save this also. Select statement. Okay. So select statement is used to retrieve information from the table. So what is the syntax? Select space list of columns space from and table name we have to provide. So here I mentioned the star. Star means it will consider all the columns which are available in your table. It will retrieve all the columns available in the table. If you want only specific columns, you can write like this. Say for example, I want first name, last name, and email only in the result. So I can write like this: first name, last name, email from TBL customer. If I execute this query, I'll get only first name, last name, and email. So here after select and before from, what we are providing here, the list of columns we want to get. Okay, that is what we are providing here. Also, I can write. Say for example, if I say, let's see what happens. See here, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to concatenate first name and last name, and of course along with some space in between first name and last name. If I execute this query, see here, Deva space Bhakta, Krish, Jupe, Tanuja, Anand, like that. I'm getting space separated first name and last name as a same column. Okay. So if you want to perform some concatenation or some operations like this, yes, you are allowed to do. If you notice here, I'm getting here no column name here. The reason is we don't have any column name which is this combination. For that, what we can do is we can provide some column names here like this. So for first name and last name, I want a column name like full name, for example. Okay. If I say full name, it will give me full name here. See here. So after providing the concatenation or whatever the operation you want to do, provide that operation and space, say one column name. So it will consider this alias name and it will give as the column name in the output. Here there are two options. You can say space and the column name. Also you can say as. Both are same. Okay, as and column name you can provide, or space column name you can provide. Both are for alias name only. Let me say alias. Okay, alias is not only for some calculations. For existing columns also you can provide some alias names. Say for example, if I take the first query, this is my query. Okay, if I run this query, what is the output I'm getting? First name, last name, email I'm getting. Instead of email in the output, I want to get like email address. I want to get the column name like email address. So what I can say, I can provide some alias name here as email address. Okay, as is optional. If you say as and email address is also fine. If you don't specify as and if you provide directly email address, also fine. If I run this, see here, instead of email I'm getting email address. Okay, so this is about alias name of the columns. Let me copy the same query. For example, See here, first name, last name, email address. They are actually two words. First name, 2 words. Last name, 2 words. Email address, 2 words. But they are coming like a single word. For example, in my output, I want to have first space name, last space name, email space address. If I want to give like that, for example, if I'm giving, say, as first space name, will it accept? As last space name, will it accept? No. When you want to have any spaces or special characters or keywords in SQL Server, you must enclose those columns with a square bracket. If you enclose with a square bracket, it will work like this. Okay. Let me give for email address also. If I run this query, I can see first space name, last space name, email space address. Okay. So I'm trying to retrieve only few columns here. I can retrieve all the columns using star. Is it clear so far? What are the different examples I have written here? Where conditions I have written? Count I have written. Length I have written. Let us see one by one. Okay. Let me first execute all records here. See, this is the data I have. Now we have seen examples for retrieving only few columns in the table. If I want only few columns, how can I retrieve? That's what we have seen. In the table, I want to retrieve only few rows. How can I retrieve? Only I want few rows. When you want to deal with a specific set of rows, what you have to do is you have to provide some conditions. How do we provide conditions? Using where statement, we can provide the conditions. Say for example, I want to retrieve all the customers whose city is Bangalore, for example. Okay, whose city is Bangalore. Let me write a where condition for that one. Say select star from TBL customer where city equals to Bangalore. Okay. They provided wrong spelling. Let me follow the same. So where is a condition used to filter the records. After where you have to provide the condition city equals to Bangalore. So it will consider only records whose city is equals to Bangalore. See here, I got only 3 records. Of course, here also, if I want only few columns, instead of star, you can provide the column names. That is always the chance is always there for us. Say first name, last name, email. If I want only these columns, I can say first name, last name, and email. Okay, where condition is clear to everyone? Okay. While we are dealing with the where condition, there are different combinations we can try. Okay. For that, what I'll do is I want to see the data first. See here, maybe I retrieved information related to Bangalore city only. Okay. For example, I want to get the records like this, like whose city is Bangalore and whose phone number is null or whose phone number is not null. Okay, I want to contact the customers who belongs to Bangalore city and I want to call them. So I want to check who has provided the phone number. Only those records I want to see. How can I write the query? Select star from TBL customer, okay, where city equals to Bangalore. Okay, I have to say and the condition. I want to have the records whose city is Bangalore and phone number is not null. Say phone is not null. Okay, let me run this query. See here, I got one record. Only for one record, I have phone number as not null, non-empty data. Okay, so that is how you can write for not null. And if you want to get only null data, you can remove the not here. City equals to Bangalore and phone is null. If you say is null, it will work for you. Not equals to will not work like your program here. Not you can use like this. Not null. Not equals to null. We don't use like that. For comparing null, we compare like object only. Like this only we compare. Only for null I'm saying. For remaining you can say equals to not equals to like. Okay. I got this data. So AND condition is fine, I think. Now I want to retrieve data like this. Who belongs to Chennai and Hyderabad? I want to get the customer details who belongs to city Hyderabad and Chennai. So select star from TBL customer where city equals to Hyderabad or city equals to Chennai. Okay. So if I say like this, see here, what is the information I got? What are the records I got? Records I got whose city is Hyderabad or Chennai. Both are coming here. Okay. So this is how you can use AND condition. This is how you can use OR condition. Okay. Also for OR condition, if you have multiple options, for example, not only 2 options, there are 5 or 6, maybe 10 options, or you want to compare from another table data, for example, we have an operator called in operator. Select star from TBL customer where city in, okay, in Hyderabad, comma, Chennai. If I say like this, what happens is city will be compared against this list of items. If city belongs to Hyderabad or if city belongs to Chennai, all those records will be considered. Okay. We use in when we want to compare with multiple values. Also, when we want to compare with another select statement. In another table, you have all the cities information. For example, here you can write one subquery like select star from TBL customer where city in, and within the parentheses, you can provide another query also. When you are providing another query, it will give a collection of data. So in the collection of data also, you can check your condition. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, say for example, I don't have any other table like this, but I'm just telling you for select city from table cities. You have, for example, you have one table called TBL cities, and from TBL cities table, you are retrieving only city column, and so you will get some collection of items here. You want to check, you want to compare your city value of your table with this collection, then you can go for in operation. Okay, in operator, it will work like this. AND operator we have seen, OR operator we have seen. Next we have to see about like operator. Okay, so same like where city equals to Bangalore, we have like operator also. Let me write the query. Say for example, here I have some set of first names. I want to find the users whose first name starts with variable A, character A, for example. Okay, so for that, what I can do is I can use like operator. Select star from TBL customer where first name first name like, this is how I have to write. Say for example R percentage symbol. This is known as wildcard, such kind of thing. Wildcard we say percentage means. So what is the condition here? When first name starts with character R, all the records will be considered. Here in our example, two records are there, record number 4, record number 7. Their first name starts with R, right? Raja and Rama. Here not only one character, we can mention multiple characters also. Like it will check whether that specific set of characters are matching with the table data or not. So if I run this query, Rama and Raja will be considered. See here, Rama and Raja. So I provided whatever the characters. It's like a starts with. It's like a starts with RA, begins with RA. So what is the operator I have used here? Like operator. First name like RA percentage means first name starts with RA. Okay. In the same way, I can check for ends with also. Select star from TPL customer where first name like the reverse way I have to write MA, for example. If I write like this, percentage symbol and MA means it is like first name ends with MA. Okay. So if I run this query, I think only one record is there with MA. Okay. So this is for starts with, this is for ends with. Any other common, say for example, here it ends with A, it ends with A, it ends with A. Okay. So instead of MA, I'll say A, for example. If I run this query, see here, Deva, Tanuja, Rama, Raja. So all the records whose first name ends with A are considered here. Okay, this is how we use the like operator. Okay. Also, we have one more example we need to consider. Like, let me see the data and give you an example. Say, for example, I want to check whose first name, whose first name's second character is R, for example. Our second character is A, for example. Here, Rama, Ganesh, Janu, Raja. All these 4 records, they are having the second character as A. Okay. Not only for single character, you can check for multiple characters also, like AM, AN, or whatever. Okay. So, for example, let me write the query here. Let me copy paste. What I can say is underscore A percentage. Okay, what does it mean? Underscore means one underscore means it will ignore one character, so first character will be ignored. Next, second character we have provided as A, so second character must be A, and percentage symbol we provided. That means any character is fine later, and any number of characters are fine after A. So if I run this query, what are the records that are considered? Rama, Ganesh, Janu, and Raja. These are the records will be considered. If I run this, see here. Okay, Tanuja is also having A in the second character, so it is also considered. Okay, now I'll write similar kind of query again. See here. So instead of A, for example, I'll say AN. AN. What are the records that will be considered? Tanuja is having AN, like second and third characters are AN. Tanuja will be considered. Ganesh will be considered. Janu will be considered. Okay. So if I run this query, see here, all these 3 records are considered. Okay. Also, here, based on number of underscores you are providing, that many number of characters will be ignored. Okay. For example, if I write a statement like this, okay, where first name like underscore 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 n, for example, I'll say. So what happens here is it will ignore first 2 characters of the first name, and third character must be n. third character must match with character n, and then onwards anything is fine. So if you want to check that third character is n or third and fourth characters, like a combination of some set of characters, you can provide. Okay, select this, run this. See here, how many records I got? 3 records. For all the 3 records listed here, the third character is n only. So that's the reason why it has considered them. Is it clear, guys? Any doubts so far? If you could practice, you can remember in a better way. Guys, like how we can practice our Python program online, like one IDE.com or something, IDE1.com, something like that. Please check if we can practice our SQL Server also online. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You know any option?
Just type online, sir. Just online SQL compiler. Just to show you the online thing and you can execute it, sir.
Okay. If you can find that, please practice at least once these queries. Okay. Okay, where condition we discussed, order by we haven't discussed. Okay, let us see about order by. Top order by length, we'll see now. Okay, this is my table data. We know that. Here I want to get the data based on the last name with ascending order or descending order. Okay, so when you want to do that, we have an option called order by, and you have to provide the column last name. Okay, so if you say order by last name, the last name data will be sorted in ascending order, and we will get all the columns sorted, and based on that we will get the data. Okay, so if you run this, see here, A comes first, B next, J, K, P, S. Like that, this data is sorted now. Okay, if you say order by and column name, or if you say order by column name ASC, ASC means ascending order. Both are same. By default, when you are using ordered by and column name, it is by default ascending order. Okay, until unless you provide descending order, it's an ascending order only. Okay, the other way is you can say DESC. DESC, if you provide, that is descending order. I want to sort the data based on the last name in descending order. For that, what I have to say, last name and space DESC, descending. Okay. Next. Next. Okay, this is my data. Here I have some 7 records only, but in real time, if you have maybe 1 lakh records or something, you are new to this application or database, you want to see some sample data. So how they are inserting data, or what type of data they are inserting. So you want to see some sample of the data instead of having all 1 lakh records. What you can do is you can say top and some number you can provide. After select, you can say top 5, top 10, top 100, like that. So it will give you only top 5 records based on the conditions you are providing. If you provide any where conditions or anything, a simple way you can remember is whatever the query you have, it considers all the data, and based on the top value you are provided here, the first top rows will be considered. In our example, so these top 5 records will be considered when you say top 5. Okay, run. I got the top 5 records. Okay, also if I want to get some select, for example, first name and length of first name. Some aggregations also we have from TPL customer. What it will give? It will give length of the length of the characters available in that specific column. Deva 4 characters, Krish 5 characters, Tanuja 6 characters. Like that it will give. Okay. While providing the length here, I want to have some column name also. Here it is saying no column name. I want to have some column name also, like count or maybe length. Okay. So I can provide some alias name. Right. So I got this now. Okay. What else we are missing? I think we covered most of the things. Joins also we need to understand. Before joins, you need to understand foreign key relationship. Then only you can understand the joins. So we'll discuss later. I think we covered most of the select statements. Any questions on this part so far? Compiler, it's not the compiler actually. Why it went to I think this is not working. So if you can find something, please try to practice it, guys. Will it impact on first name also? What do you mean? What is your query, Harini? I didn't understand.
By using order by, sir, will it impact to first name automatically, sir? Here we are using last name, right?
Yeah, for example, here I provided against the last name, right? So based on the
Yes,
last
sir.
name, remaining records will be ordered or sorted. And also, if you want to provide multiple columns also, still it will take. It will sort the data based on the first name, and next it will take second priority as the last name, and it will sort the second. Last name also. Okay. And we can have some aggregations also like this, like select count star from TBL customer group by city, for example. If I have written like this, so I can get let me say city also. See here, I can get I can group the data based on one column, like based on city. I want to group and I want to find the number of records available in the in that specific city. So what I can use is I can say count star and the city from table group by city. So it will group the data based on the column you are providing here. When you are using group by, you have to use some aggregation function here, like count, sum, length, like that, average, minimum, like that we have to use. And simply, for example, if you want to get number of records in your table, you have to say select the count star from TBL customer, like this. So total 7 records are there in my table, so it is saying 7. Is it clear, guys? So those who are able to install SQL Server, what I'm saying is, what I'm recommending you is strongly create one table, some simple table, books table or person table, student table, anything. Have some 4 or 5 columns and insert some 10-20 records into that table. Try to do all the CRUD operations like read operation, update operation, delete operation. You try to do all the create, read, update, and delete operations against that table. If you can find any online SQL Server where you can practice, please try to utilize it. If you are using any online SQL Server, you can practice directly, but you may not be able to. You cannot be connect using your Python code. Okay. Okay.